Afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome along to today's United Kingdom Talk here on United Kingdom Radio. My name's Chris Reardon. A bit bogged down with work at the moment, boys and girls. Emails appear to be coming from all sorts of directions, little requests, and I'm not keeping up at the moment. So if you're waiting on an email or a message, you'll have to be a little bit patient. I keep getting messages from young Ian Duff, one of our biggest fans here on United Kingdom Radio, and whenever there's a show not there, he informs me. Well, usually, if there's a show not there, Ian, it hasn't happened. That's the only reason, okay? When a show is not on the website, it hasn't happened, and that's it. You don't sort of have to keep telling me, because I know. All right, my friend, so there you are. Now you know, Ian. It's always there. I got a nice little email from Ian over the week, actually, because we were asking people, how happy are you? Because our wondrous, illustrious leader, David Cameron, wants to know how happy we all are, boys and girls. They're doing some sort of survey, aren't they? Some sort of survey to try and find out how happy we all are. I mean, how happy are you, boys and girls? And I did ask, how can I make you happier? And dear Ian and his lovely lady Sylvia, right. Hi there, Chris. I am very happy and there's nothing that you can do to increase my happiness. Thanks for trying to improve my life for me. And I'm always trying to make people happy. That's what it's all about. Try and make them happy at all times, okay? Shaun writes, I've just been to... I know you've sent messages, so I can't keep it. You give me too much work, Shaun. Okay? Now, when I say I'm quite happy to do your voiceovers, I mean 3 or 4. He sent a list about 3 pages long the other week. Voiceovers. I was in half the night. I gave up a night out to do that, so you've had enough. There's no more. Okay? Too busy, Shaun. God's sake. How much time do you think I've got on my hands? And then there's those poor karaoke singers and people wanting to dance. I can't keep up with all of it here. Oh, look, here's my air. I've got my air thing in front of me. You know those things you blowing to test asthma? I wonder what it is today. Let me just check. Now, without looking, I'll tell you it's normally around about 5:50. Let's see how ill I am today. Oh, 5:50. 5:50. Oh, wonderful. Not ill at all. I am pleased. Okay, Shaun has also just seen himself on the United Kingdom website. He said, what a scare I just got. Well, if you were scared, just imagine how it was for everyone else. I saw that photograph and I ran into my bedroom and hid under the covers. I really did. Had I been a small boy like I used to be a few years ago, I would have gone downstairs, screamed at my mother and then hid behind the settee. Or otherwise known as a... By the way, boys and girls, those of you of a little older age, like myself, when is it that a settee became a sofa? I often wonder that. It's one of the very strange mysteries of this life. When did a settee become a sofa? Why did that happen? Anyone know? Do let us know. The email address for this show is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Send an email in anytime, 24 hours a day. Always best to communicate by email rather than Skype message or Facebook when we're just on when you're listening to a recording, because Skype messages do tend to get lost, especially the Skype ones. They do tend to get lost. I see them quickly and I think I'll look later. Then what happens is that I close the Skype and then I think, oh, so and so. I know Mike Cullen actually, who was just on the show on the recording show before me. Did you? Oh, he was getting ever so annoyed with Gary Burton. Poor old Gary Burton. You mustn't let him wind you up, dear. He's a bit of a... He's even caught me out once. Gary Burton caught me out once. And he went on and on. Now, what was it? I can't remember what he was talking about now, actually. Oh, that's it. Dating websites. And I told him I was on a dating website. This was all during a live call. And then he started insisting that I told him which website I was on so that people could look at it. Oh, dear. I don't think so. I don't think so, Gary. Are you with us today? I don't know. I'll tell you who else is with us today. Carl Waring in Yorkshire, who's getting his evening meal ready. That's a bit early, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Oh, we'll be listening later while I get my... Oh, so you're listening to the recording later. OK, Carl. I wonder what he's having for dinner. I've just had my dinner. Bolted it down, actually. I had 2 bean burgers. Do you like spicy bean burgers? From Sainsbury's in a roll. And half a tub of the Co-op Is it Irresistible? Irresistible chocolate ice cream. Oh, it's just absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious, that. Now, some stuff to talk about today, boys and girls. Where's my bit of paper? Did I bring the paper up? Oh, don't say I didn't bring that up. 1 minute. I've put them in the wrong... oh, there we are. I think I put my bits and pieces in the wrong place. I've got the wrong bit of paper here. What have I done? Oh, what have I done with that? Have I left it downstairs? I think I might have left it downstairs. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? I'm just so disorganised all the time. Oh, well, never mind. We'll go on to something else. I know there was something there. Is that it there? No, that's not it. Oh, that's not it. Okay. No, can't find it. Sorry about that. I got an email here in, actually, from John, who's from the US and live in New Jersey and South Carolina. When it gets cold, he says. Going to be about 75 degrees today. I'm back in South Carolina. Okay. I watched a couple of your shows from Daily Motion. Yeah, you can watch these shows via Daily Motion. I have my home theatre TV set up with access to the internet. Oh, my God, John. Yeah, I don't appear on one of those 60-inch televisions in your house, do I? That must be almost as scary as seeing Shaun Riches on our main website, unitedkingdomradio.co.uk. Is he on there? He says, I primarily use the internet services on Netflix, as I am a movie fanatic and already get movies mailed to me for watching on DVD and Blu-ray. I assume you know about Netflix. No, never heard of it. Don't know what Netflix is. With a Netflix subscription... You see, you've put me off already there, to be honest, John. You said the word subscription. Now, I don't like subscriptions. I have no paid television in this house. In the UK, we've got a lot of free channels. And that's where the good stuff... Come on, be honest, boys and girls. The good stuff is on the free channels. The best stuff, by far, is on the BBC. A huge selection of programmes, all paid for by that tiny, insignificant licence fee. And no, it's not a lot of money, actually. I am a great supporter of the BBC. I really am. I would willingly sell my house and all its contents to help the BBC subscribe to continue to do their programmes. So, no, I don't know what Netflix... he says, with a Netflix subscription... You can also get access to an instant queue. I don't know about... I mean, paying to queue somewhere? What's all that about? Why would I want to pay to queue somewhere? I can go down the road and queue for a bus for nothing. Don't have to pay a thing. That allows for... He says you can also get access to an instant queue that allows for streaming of movies to your TV. Is that in the high definition? I'll tell you why I asked that. I've got a Wii down, you know, that games machine, Wii, which, to be honest, was a complete waste of money because I never use a thing, only to watch BBC iPlayer. But when you watch BBC iPlayer on it, the picture isn't all that. It's a bit like... It's not as good even as standard definition TV. It's a little bit blurry around the edges. Yes, it is watchable. But the definition really isn't that good. And I'm wondering, with Netflix, is that high definition, that one? Or even standard definition? He says, I also checked out your feed to get a taste of what things are like in the UK. I think you come through via Daily Motion, that's right. I love the UK, or England as we call it. Well, there's lots of ways of listening or watching to my show, John. The main website for this particular show... you can find at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, right? unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. He says, I watched your show for November the 16th and was a little set back when you talked about Haiti and its cholera epidemic. and specifically had problems pronouncing both. And not knowing what the country is, Haiti pronounced Haiti by us foreigners, and Haiti for those who live there. I don't know about the later pronunciation. Is this crisis not well known in the UK? Yes, the crisis is very well known in the UK. He goes on to say, Haiti and its poverty and corruption have been around for a long time. Now, we don't know about that. Okay, we know about the flooding that you had. Was it last year or the year before? And indeed, I was actually involved in a couple of charity money-making events that took place to raise money for the people for Haiti. I don't think I've mentioned that before, but I was around about this time last year, okay, so I did my bit there. He says, so I was alarmed that you showed an ignorance of the current crisis and how to pronounce Haiti. Ignorance of the crisis? No, not really. Knew that was going. I knew there was something going on, but certainly the word Haiti, I do have problems pronouncing some words. And if you were a regular viewer to the show, which you're probably not because you've only just joined us, okay, you will have noticed that anyway. I do have occasional problems pronouncing words. I'm sorry that you were so upset by this tiny problem with pronouncing Haiti. Haiti. Okay, but I do have the problem occasionally pronouncing some words like that, and thank you very, very much for pointing that out to us. Don't forget the email address of the show, boys and girls, is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Now, you can join in live as well. Have a look at the clock on the main website, unitedkingdomradio.co.uk, unitedkingdomradio.co.uk. There's a clock on there. If the clock now says 15:16 and it's November the 20th, 2010, then you are with us live until 4 o'clock. Okay? And you can join in live by Skype. Our Skype username is all one word, United Kingdom Radio. Okay? United Kingdom Radio is the Skype username. And I have a phone number as well. It's a local London number. 020 3287 1488. 020 3287 1488. The phone number. The Skype again, all one word. United Kingdom Radio for the Skype. United Kingdom Radio for the Skype. And of course, once again, the email address is chris@unitedkingdomradio.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomradio.co.uk. Now, I'm wondering where this bit of paper is that I had when I came up. I'm a bit disappointed because I had some things there that you could have joined in with that I've written down. It's definitely not that bit of paper there. Oh, I know. One of the things was gadgets. Gadgets, boys and girls, gadgets. Do you like gadgets? Now, you must do. Because people who are watching or listening to this programme must have a few gadgets in the house. We're all like gadget friendly. And there was a boy I was watching on a Wallace and Gromit, like a science show that they have here in the UK on Thursday nights. And this boy was from one of the African countries where they have nothing. Or very, very little. If they want to make stuff, it's literally down to the rubbish dump, find some bits and pieces, and they make stuff with it. Okay? And this boy was in his library in this, it might have been Malawi, something like that. Might have been Malawi. And he went into his local library and found a book about energy and how to make it. In this book was a picture of a wind turbine. Now, where he lives in his little village, and it's a tiny little village somewhere in Africa, I'm sure it was Malawi or something like that, they don't have electricity. And to get water, they have to go down a well. It's very difficult for us to understand that sometimes, isn't it really, eh? When we're sitting here in our homes, turn on a tap, the water comes up, flick a switch, on comes the electricity, turn a knob, out comes the gas. It's all so easy for us, really. And we do nothing but complain, do we? And you've only got to see some of these countries, even when there's no sort of disaster going on, like in Haiti, okay? Even when there's no disasters going on, these people still have nothing. And this boy read the book and decided he wanted to try and build a wind turbine to make electricity. And I was absolutely amazed and astounded by what he was able to achieve with bits and pieces from a rubbish dump. Now, this boy was 14 years old, and he wasn't very good at school. He had, doing school stuff, wasn't very good at all that business. But he seemed to be quite good with his hands. And he went down this rubbish dip and, first of all, got hold of some old plastic piping. You know, the sort of thing that's probably coming down the back of your house like guttering, like, the downpipe. He managed to get hold of some of that. And some other bits and pieces, a bicycle wheel, a dynamo. You don't see dynamos so much these days, but they were basically little metal things, okay? And it would attach to the rear wheel of your bicycle. And it was a very small wheel with a metal jacket, and inside was the dynamo inside this thing, like some coils of wire and things which turn around very quickly and produce electricity when you do them, right? So this boy, he got these bits and pieces, got the dynamo, and first of all, with the plastic piping is round, of course, and fairly rigid, and he built a fire. He built a small fire. And put this, he cut the plastic pipe down one side. And put the pipe on the fire. After a while, of course, not too long, because otherwise the plastic will catch fire, the plastic became pliable. So he bent it out to make it flat. So no longer did he have a tube, he had basically some pieces of flat plastic. So he did that. He then built like a frame going upwards like a tower, okay, which was so high, and it was built out of I think bamboo things, which are actually quite strong, believe it or not, bamboo. He built this frame like a tower out of it. And it was so strong he could actually climb on this thing. And at the top of that, he attached the plastic, not wings, what would you call it? Sails. He attached 4 plastic sails that he'd made out of the piping, along with a frame around them, bamboo again, to hold them all together. He attached the bicycle wheel and the dynamo. And he also attached a little torch to the end. Now, all the time he was doing this, other members of the village used to stand there and just laugh at him. But one night he went up there, it'd all been done, attached a little light to it, the wheel span round, and the light lit up. And progressing from that, he actually built 3 of these devices in the end, and they now have electricity in some of the houses in the village. I mean, how fantastic is that for a boy to do that? I mean, I remember when I was a boy, I used to make all sorts of things. I don't think I can make anything now. I wasn't particularly good at it. It's like that bloke Bayliss, who made the wind-up radio. You ever heard of him? He lives actually not too far away from me at all, and sits in his garage devising bits and pieces, and he made the wind-up radio. And I was surprised. Why do you think he said on this programme, you don't wake up in the morning and think to yourself, I'm going to make something today, I'm going to create something. It doesn't work like that. But the reason he made the wind-up radio was because he'd heard of the terrible plight of HIV and AIDS in Africa. And the only way that people could get the message around to all the people that live there was by radio. Now, there are a few radios knocking about in Africa, I'm sure, but batteries are a bit of a problem, aren't they? You've got to keep the batteries coming. So he designed the wind-up radio, and that's the reason he designed it. Because I didn't have a clue that. Bayliss was his name. A clever, clever man, isn't he? And on that subject, gadgets and things like that, have you ever made something? Something perhaps that people might have laughed at you when you made it, but nevertheless something that you're proud of making, or maybe you've made something that didn't quite work out like you wanted it to work. I'd like to know about that. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Skype username, all one word, United Kingdom Radio. Make sure you're with us live. It's just coming up to 26 minutes past 3 o'clock, Saturday the 20th of November 2010. Which I noticed that when I went into the bank today. Can you believe this? This morning I went to the bank, got my card out, put it in the machine, ready to put the money in, hand in pocket, left the money at home. What an idiot. Got to the bank without my money today. Skype username, United Kingdom Radio. Phone number 020-3287-1488. Doesn't matter what you made. Maybe it was something at school. Maybe you made your mum something in the woodwork class at school. Anything like that. Anything at all. I'd like to know about that today, okay? United Kingdom Radio, my Skype username. Email chris@United Kingdom Radio, or chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right. One of the things I made once, and this was in the days of no central heating. There are people listening to this show at the moment who have never known houses with no central heating. Believe me, a lot of us lived like that in the 60s and 70s. When I was just a little boy in the 70s, we lived in Roehampton, and we lived in a council block of flats. We had no central heating. No one in these places had central heating. And believe me, the winters were a lot colder then than they are now. Who remembers having no central heating? I would wake up in the morning just before I went off to school. Mum would come into the bedroom with an electric fan heater. And this was a great big old metal thing, and it used to do the job. She'd come in and turn it on and then wake me up. And I'd get out of my bed, which was warm, into a very, very cold bedroom and quickly put myself next to that fan heater. It was so cold in that house. Now that I don't know how we survived it, really. But we did. There was no central heating at all. Do you remember that? I would wake up in the morning, and I've told this story a few times. I'd wake up in the morning and there would be ice on the inside of the windows. It really was that cold. But of course, at that age, I had my 2 teddy bears to keep me warm. Did you? Did you have teddy bears or dolls? Anything like that? It was so cold. And when I was about 14 or 15 years old, I had this idea that I was going to make some heating for my nan. I don't know why. I thought Nan could do with some heating. And I was just about starting to learn about central heating. As I say, actually I don't think I was 15. I was probably about 13 at this time. And I had the idea in my head that the pipes don't need to be that big. And maybe in my nan's house, I could make a central heating unit out of straws. Yes, you heard me, straws. For some reason, I thought I'd be able to make it out of straws, so I started trying to push straws together. I thought I could have straws all over my nan's house and fill them with hot water, and that'll warm her house up. Of course, it doesn't really quite work like that. I couldn't get the straws to work, so I thought, must be another way of doing that. So I worked out how an electric fire works, but I thought maybe I can do this cheaper. Now, whatever you do, boys and girls, and you've heard this on the television before, do not try this at home. What I'm about to tell you was very, very dangerous. This is exactly what I did. I went to a shop and I bought some fire wire. It's like, you know the element in an electric fire? It's like a little wire that goes round and round and round and round and round, yeah? You could buy just the wire. So if the element went, you'd just wind on another piece of wire, you see? Take you ages, but you could do it. Anyway, I bought just the wire. And in my house, I found an electric plug. Okay? On the door frame, I placed some aluminium foil. Okay? Strip of aluminium foil. At each end of the aluminium foil, but not actually on the aluminium foil, I had a couple of drawing pins. I knew the drawing pins shouldn't touch the aluminium foil because that would complete a circuit. And the circuit had to be completed with a bit of wire. So I then got this bit of wire and I got, I think, a stick or a pencil. And I wrapped the wire round and round and round this bit of string or this stick or pencil. I wasn't quite sure how much to have, so I just cut it off when I got to the end of the pencil. So you kind of had a sort of springy type affair now, yeah? I attached one end of the wire to the top drawing pin, and the other end of the wire to the bottom of the bottom drawing pin, and then two normal pieces of wire. Okay, not the curly heating stuff, just normal bits of wire that you use in a plug socket. I attached them again to the top and bottom drawing pins, and with those two wires I now had, I put them into a plug. Done the screws up, put the fuse in, put the plug together, and then plugged it into the wall. Well, immediately this thing lit up red hot and sagged. And before it touched the aluminium, I actually unplugged it and I thought, well, perhaps that's not a very good idea. Please do not... Now, I've had a few lucky escapes like that, boys and girls. I have. Yeah. The other escape I had, my nan, and I'm going right back here, probably to 1968, 67, 68, 69. My nan had a radiogram. Beautiful piece of furniture this was. And I would climb inside this radiogram and poke around, pulling things out like valves and speakers while it was plugged in. So, you know, another lucky escape there. When I did a little radio station in my house when I was about 16 years old, I'd pull record players apart and I'd be inside there. A couple of times I had a nasty jolt electric shock off those. Don't try any of those things at home. But what about you? Have you ever made anything like that? Do let us know. Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right? And gadget-wise, you know, I mean, Fag Ashley was just sent a message. She says, those wind-up radios are great. I've got one with a torch on as well. The only thing I ever make is a mess. Oh, I'm sure you don't. I bet you're a good cook. Fag Ashley, I reckon you're a really good cook, actually. Are you a good cook, Fag Ashley? I bet you are. She says, I remember the ice on the inside of the window screens and having to get dressed while still in bed as it was too cold to undress outside the covers. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Fag Ashley. It was freezing in our flat. Absolutely freezing in our flat in Roehampton. You know, we'd get up and I'd go straight away, and my sister, we'd go straight downstairs and we had a gas fire in the living room and that would be on and we'd get changed by that usually. I don't know how Mum and Dad coped because they used to get up and it was still cold, weren't it? Dear me. Shaun reckons, I took business and communications. I could be an inventor when I grow up. Shaun, why when you grow up? Why aren't you inventing things now? Have you ever played around with wires or bits of Meccano or anything like that? I want to know about it. Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Gadget-wise, over the years, what do you think is the best gadgets ever invented? And it could be a list, not just one, you know, a list of 2 or 3. What do you think they are for you? Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. One of the things, again, on the Wallace and Gromit show, one of the best gadgets ever invented, someone says, was a Teasmade. You remember the Goblin Teasmade? I bought my mum one of those. One Christmas, my mum and dad. Goblin Teasmade. Do you ever have one of those? Can you still buy those? How much are they now? Let's have a look. Goblin Teasmade. I'm going to have a look. Buy Teasmade. Let's have a look. How much is a Teasmade now? Dear. £46. That's a Swan one. To Goblins. Oh, that's quite nice. £46 for a Teasmade. But you see, I don't think I'd stay in bed long enough to, because once I'm awake, that's it. It might be quite nice, mightn't that? To actually have a Teasmade. Teasmade is making a comeback, it says here. That one is made by Swan. Do we have any others? Is there any other Teasmades? No, it doesn't say. Did Goblin not make them anymore? Let's have a look. Goblin Teasmade. Fag Ashley, have you got a Teasmade? I don't think they make them anymore, do they? Goblin Teasmade. Can you buy one or not? Let's have a look on eBay, shall we? It's always a good place for these things, isn't it? ebay.co.uk. Anyone else have a Teasmade? Come on, you must have a Teas. Someone must have a Teasmade. Fag Ashley says, will you tell me where you've got that secret camera hidden? Today, you joined me in the kitchen cooking, as I was all night as well. You've been all night in the kitchen? Strange woman. Now, I can't get eBay up at the moment. Are we having trouble with eBay today? Oh, no, nothing. No eBay. Anyone get eBay up? Can you have a look, see if you can find a Goblin, Goblin Teasmade? I can't get eBay up at the moment. Shaun, come on, you're sitting in front of a computer. Can you get your Teasmade up? Fag Ashley says, I have a Teasmade. It's my son, but he's been on strike for the past week. Oh, you don't scream. Oh, there we are. It's up now. There we are. You don't scream at your son whenever you want a cup of tea, do you? Let's have a look. Teasmade. Let's have a look. Anything on eBay for Teasmade? Oh, that's running slow today, I must say. Cool, dear me. Come on. How slow is that eBay today? Shaun says, my mum's my maid for hot chocolate. She has to leave the cream for me to do. Oh, Christ's sake, Shaun. Do it yourself, you lazy thing. No, I can't get the eBay to work today. Anyone else having trouble with eBay? Oh, here we go. Micromark tea maker. £10. Plus £5.95 postage. Now, we want a Goblin one. Don't Goblin do them anymore? Oh, there we are. Iconic Goblin Teasmade with alarm and lights. 50 quid these are now. Oh, it does look nice though. Beautiful. It's like a cream colour. I don't think was it a cream colour? Iconic goblin teas made in good condition. Beautiful. Beautiful. Dare I ask my sister for a teas made? Would I use it? That's the thing. I don't know if I'd use it or not, a teas made. See, I wake up in the morning and I like to get up straight away, don't you? But what about gadgets for you? What have been the most, perhaps, iconic, or just for you in particular, the most useful gadget that has ever been invented? Do let us know on the email, okay? chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. An email here from Chris. Hello, Chris. Who says, I'm a newbie on your show. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Is that as good as I get, I'm afraid? Oh, well. I was hunting the internet for a British podcast and found you. Anyway, I was very, very upset, absolutely devastated, he says. Well, almost. Oh, no, you're not going to go on about my bad pronunciation and non-understanding of words, are you, like John did earlier? Let me see. Absolutely devastated at the lack of people emailing you on your last podcast. Thought I'd make up for your other listeners. Oh, don't worry about that, Chris. Sometimes we get lots of emails, sometimes lots of calls, sometimes none. Today, none. None at all. But that's the way it goes. We don't worry too much about that. Chris says, I'm up in Scotland, beating off the haggis near Nairn. Is that how you say it? Nairn? Nairn? I'm not Scottish, but my wife is, but I cling to my English roots. I don't know where Nairn is. Nairn. Let me have a look. Where is Nairn? Is it not Nairn as in Narnia? As in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, is it? Huh? Is there going to be another one of those this year? Nairn. Let's have a look. Where is Nairn? Oh, you're in the Highlands. Let's have a look here. Yes. Wow. And may I say, it looks rather nice where you are. That's what I love, the Highlands. I've been once before. Now, where are you? Let's zoom out there. Oh, you're not quite right up north, are you? You're not near Inverness. Further than Aberdeen. Yeah, I gotcha. I can see where you are. Not quite at the top there, though, are you? Not near Storn West. Must be cold up there, is it? Oh, dear me. No, thank you. Good morning to Gary, who says, hi, Chris. Was chatting away and forgot today's show, but I'm tuned in and now okay. Well, you're a bit late. How do you know we just haven't given away loads of things on a massive competition here on the programme, eh? Gary, very, very late today. If you want to join in, you still can, Gary. Just tell me, in your life, what do you think have been your best gadgets ever? I can imagine you, Gary. House full of gadgets, is it? What's your best gadgets? Let me know. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Shaun loves that story, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Yes, I actually tried it, Shaun. I keep walking into my cupboard, hoping that I'm going to come out the other side in somewhere very beautiful, but I just seem to walk into a pile of old shirts all the time, most of which I wear on this show. It's true. Fagasfield says, Shaun says, moths as well. Yeah, shirts, moths, they're all in that cupboard. No, the moths have gone. They've gone. They disappeared ages ago. You know that. You know that. Hello to lovely Lisa in crazy California. California, here I come. Who says, Dear Chris, yes, you have given me great hope and happiness. Great hope and happiness, that's what I give. I try very hard. And well, at least something nice to look forward to. Please put me near the top of the list for a royal wedding coffee mug or teacup and saucer. Yeah, I did mention on the show that I think I need to start making cups and mugs and all that to celebrate the royal wedding. Happening next year, Katie and William. Oh, lovely. Well, and don't they look nice together? Bit posh. bit posh together. I'm hoping to get the all clear to do their mobile disco for their wedding. Obviously, I'll have to take a night off from wherever else I'm working that night. But I am prepared to do that. All they've got to do is pick up the old phone and let me know. Hello? Hello, William. How are you? Not bad at all, thank you. Yeah, I'm just doing my show at the moment. Yes, I heard about the wedding. Yeah. Congratulations, William. Yes. Very pleased for you. She's not... Oh, she's not, is she? No, I just wondered. No, because it just seemed to be a bit rushed to me. Quite often, you know, when you you know, you make a little, you know, little mistake, shall we say, William, you know, and then they end up getting married. But she's not. Oh, she's not. No. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. No. I hope you don't think I'm rude for asking that, do you? I hope not. Anyway. Yeah. Good. Sorry? At the disco? Oh, well, I haven't got my diary here at the moment. Can you give us a ring back a bit later after the show? Yes. Okay. Can you ring... Are you going to ring us on your mobile? Oh, you haven't got any credit left? Oh, right, okay. Yeah. How's your nan? Is she all right? Is she getting ready to do her TV thing on Christmas Day? I love that. Do you know, we actually tell her, we actually stop our dinner to watch that. It's fantastic. I love her little show. I think she should, I reckon she should do a little bit more on the television though, you know, because they are looking for a new host on the One show at the moment. Yes, yeah, on BBC One. Yeah, 7 o'clock, that's right, that's the one, yeah. Oh, I know, yeah. Well, apparently, he sent some very rude Twitter messages to someone or something like that, the presenter on there. So they're looking for another presenter. I don't see why two ladies couldn't do it. I think your mum would do all right. Does she need a stage name? No, of course she doesn't. Just Elizabeth is fine. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, is she? Oh, right, okay. What? Do you want me to ring her and... Oh, she hasn't got any credit either. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. Are you gonna top up your phone then, William, or what? Next week when you've got some money. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. No problem. But it'll probably be all right. Just let me know when you want me to do that. What's the situation with the food at your wedding, William? Yes? Right. Sausage rolls, yeah. Oh, no, not prawn cocktail. No, I can't bear that. Please don't tell me you're going to have those prawn cocktail crisps. The other thing people do, William, whatever you do, don't mix up crisp flavours and put them in a bowl, because that's just rank. It really is. Yeah. Well, I like cheese and onion, but, I mean, please yourself. Oh, thanks. You're going to put something specially for me. Oh, you are a good boy. Your dad would be proud of you. Yeah. I noticed your hair, yeah, but you know, you've got to look at your dad's hair. He's the same, isn't he? You know, it went years ago. Oh, don't stress. Oh, don't stress out about that, William. It's just one of those things we all lose. I've lost my hair a little bit in the middle as well. Oh, you know how old I am, 47. Oh, thanks for saying that. I know most people do think I'm about 35, 32, yeah. It's very nice of you to say, especially coming from you. How's work? Can't find anything? No. Is she working? Kate, yeah. Oh, she's got a job, is she? What's she in, the Top Shop or something like that, is it? Top Shop. Which branch? Oh, obviously you can't say for security reasons. Fair enough. Has she got some bloke who's having to drive around with her anymore? Well, it's one of those things with being famous, isn't it, William? You know. Fortunately, she's not that famous yet. Where are you getting the wedding dress from? Is that like an off-the-peg number? Oh, it's been made special. Oh, right, yeah. Your nan's going to make it? Oh, that's nice. I didn't know she did sewing. Does she? Oh, that's good. All right, William. Well, lovely to talk to you. I've only got 10 minutes left of the show, so I must go because there's people listening. No, they can't hear you, only me. You know, I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do today. You know, I'm not working for the News of the World. Oh, I know, dreadful paper. Don't even touch it, dear. Although I don't read the Times either anymore. They started charging for that online, haven't they, the Times? What a cheek. Anyway, must go, dear. All right? Thanks. You must pop down to one of my clubs soon. Come down to Chariots one night. They'll like you in there. Okay. See you later. Bye-bye, William. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ta-ta. No, you put the phone down. You. No, you do. You. We'll put the put the phone down. There we are. Sorry about that. Little William just ringing in there. William and Kate, of course, getting married next year. Isn't that lovely for him to call me? He often rings me occasionally for a little chat there. I think that's really nice, that is. Now, some messages coming in. Fag Ashleel says, a mobile phone has to be one of the best gadgets. Well, it is until you get a stalker. And he keeps ringing it, but we changed the number, so that's all sorted now. Thank you very much for that. Terry Turner says, what would you like for Christmas? Or more to the point, what sort of thing wouldn't you want to get? Oh, you know, certainly aftershave. Don't want aftershave, don't want socks, and don't want handkerchiefs. Thank you very much. What would I really like for Christmas? What, you mean... You know, proper presents. I mean, if I said to you, another half, you'd just sit there and laugh, wouldn't you? You would. So I'm not going to say another half. I would like to find my knight in shining armour for Christmas. But I have been told by a psychic that I will not find love. I was told that on Thursday. Apparently, he looked at my hand as well. And I have no love line at all. I tell you what, that's awful being told that. I wish he'd never told me that, to be honest. And there were some other bits and pieces. Oh, dear. I might tell you one day. I don't know. Should I be telling you stuff that psychics tell me? I don't know. So what, if I can't have a partner, what would I want for Christmas? Oh, I don't know. Private jet, possibly. A little flat in London. No? Nothing like that? Electric train sets. Yes. Actually... I was in Bentl's this afternoon, which is a department store. I have to say, I was looking at the toys, but do you like looking at toys, chaps? Come on! I'm going to make sure I go in Toys R Us before Christmas, I think. Yes, we like looking at the toys. And in there, they had these... oh, excuse me. Dear me, I beg your pardon. In this shop, they had like a train set. And it was a road all made of plastic and battery operated, and this little train was going round and round, and this boy, a little boy he put the train and it started moving, and as it went round, and it fell off the end, and he looked at his mum, and his mum looked at him and said, it's all right, I'll sort it, and I put the train back together and pushed it on its way, and they were very happy with me. How nice am I? So there we are, electric train set. What wouldn't I want to get? Well, certainly nothing to do with I can't stand these like smellies and all that business. A bathroom set. Who wants to receive a box of soaps for Christmas? Come on. No one wants to receive that. I know if you're young, people like Shaun, okay, might be considering getting his nan, if they're still alive. I don't know if they are or not. If they're not, I do apologise, Shaun. But if they are, she probably actually does not want a box of soaps. Okay? She doesn't want a set of handkerchiefs. She doesn't want any of that stuff. She doesn't want a set of some stockings. She doesn't want stockings. What she wants is some fit bloke to go round... Well, I mean, you know. Perhaps, I'll tell you what your nun would like, Shaun. One of those calendars with topless men on it. That is what your nan would want for Christmas. She don't want soaps. She don't want body sprays and... Oh, they don't want that. Come on, I'm telling the truth here, Shaun. Get her one of those calendars with half like firemen or rugby players or something like that. She'll like looking at that. Much preferable to some old bits of blooming soap. He says, you make the poses and I'll come and take the pictures and I'll make it. I ain't taking my clothes off, not anymore. Actually, It's a good job you can't see my screensaver. That's all I'm saying, Shaun. All right. Gary, hello, Gary, says, gadgets. I suppose my iPhone would be the number one. And second choice would be the wife, Tracy, as she says she does everything. Well, she probably does then, you lazy so-and-so. You're not one of those men who sits in on the armchair, you know, while your wife goes around and does everything. You are, aren't you? I'm getting an iPhone. Yep, be just after Christmas. Although, I think I can have one now for 50 quid. I might order it before Christmas. Then I'll have it for Christmas. What do you think? Or if I wait till just after Christmas, it will be a free upgrade. No. I'm going to wait till after Christmas. Don't spend money unnecessarily. I keep telling you that, don't I? Eh? Pay attention to what I'm telling you. Oh, Lil. Lil says, now this would go along with what the psychic said. Because he told me, actually I wrote down some, do you want to know what else he told me? Is that allowed? Or is that on the bit of paper that I've left downstairs? I think it is, actually. I found my bit of paper! Here it is! Bit late now, 5 minutes left of the show to go. He told me that lots of people all over the place love me, but I will not find the love that I look for. That's what he told me. Like, you know, the one-to-one thing, won't find that. And you know what? Really, to be honest, I've always known that since I was about 15 years old. Always known that. So he's kind of told me. Anyway, there were some other bits and pieces he told me, which I will share with you, actually. I will have some horrible news on December the 23rd. Okay? I will be... See if you remember any of these things. I will be ill in April, but I mustn't give up hope, and I should pull through. Should. Listen, should. I will fall in love with a woman. I mean, could it be you, Fagash Lil? I will fall in love with a woman. Okay? I will also fall for a man, a black man. Okay? Incidentally, the psychic himself is also that colour. I don't know if that makes any difference or not, but he said, I will fall for a black man who will try and rip me off. Yes? I will also fall in love. These are all the warnings coming from him. I will also fall in love with a woman, and she will be quite taken with me. I don't know how that will pan out, really. I may die at 57, but if I'm careful, I could go on longer. Okay? By the way, I'm 47 now. What else then? What were the other things now? Let me try and remember. Sugar. I've got to be a bit... That was the biggest thing he said. Sugar keeps coming into his mind. Sugar. Something to do with sugar. Maybe I need to watch out for diabetes. So there we are, some of the things that the psychic told me. It's all very scary, really, isn't it, eh? When you learn... I'm just trying to think if there was anything nice there at all. I don't think there was anything nice at all. Which is a bit of a worry, isn't it, eh? And Fagash says, I know it's not quite the same, but you have the love of your listeners. That's nice of you. That's a nice thing to say, isn't it, eh? That's a nice thing to say. And Shaun, I'm not reading that out. Can we not have that sort of message coming from my clean, family-based show, if you don't mind? Huh? There we are. Now, how are we doing on time? We've only got a few minutes left, haven't we? What else is happening today? Saturday afternoon, Tom Harris at 4 o'clock, Shaun Riches at 5 o'clock, and the fantastic Mike Cullen will be here between 9 p.m. and... Is it 9 and 11? I'm sure it is. 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. is Mike Cullen. Okay, that's what's happening. Now... let's have a look here. I'm just all over the place today, aren't I? Oh, yeah, that's right. The postal address, boys and girls. There is a postal address as well. If you would like to send in a lovely Christmas card, and you can use this postal address now for all the other presenters on United Kingdom Radio. Just put their name at the top, okay? And that's how it works. Now, Kath in Wales sends lovely cards, and she is the first person to send in a Christmas card. If you'd like to send me or any of the other presenters here on United Kingdom Radio a card, then feel free to do so. Send it to Chris Reardon. Send it to name of presenter, in this case, Chris Reardon. United Kingdom Talk. P.O. Box 4073. Bracknell, Bracknell, RG429ED. All right, once again, Chris Reardon, United Kingdom Talk, P.O. Box 4073, Bracknell, RG429ED, United Kingdom. And that's it for the show today. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. See you on Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock. Thanks for watching and listening. Tom Harrison.